morning everyone, welcome to worship on Monday the 29th of June. You just caught me reading. Love Peter Rabbit. It's one of my favourite stories. Should we light our candle? Jesus is the light to the world. Shine, Jesus, shine. I hope you're ready and raring to sing and dance to One Way.
Today the same, forever till forever meets no end. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. Well, what we're going to do now is we're all going to get down nice and low. That's it, how low can you go? And we're going to sing, you are the way, the truth and the life. Come on, let me hear you.
You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight. For you, we're living off of you. You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight. For you,
We're living on for you. You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight. For you, we're living on for you. You are the way, the truth and the life. We live by faith and not by sight. For you, we're living on for you. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for. One way, Jesus, you're the only one that I could live for.
So you might have guessed that today's worship is about reading. And I've got a little selection of some of our favourite books just here with me now. We also have magazines in our household, not just books, but we have some magazines of the week, we've got some science magazines, and even some storytime magazines as well. So it's not just about reading books, but it's lovely to have a selection of different things to read. So I'm wondering, do you love reading? Do you really enjoy reading? And if so, what is it that you love about reading? Do you love being able to pick up an information book and find out something new? Or do you, like me, like reading a fiction story which takes you to another world? It's like you can escape for just a short period of time and be in a different world, a different place. Do you find yourself thinking about the characters during the day and what's happening to them? I notice sometimes when I'm really into a story that at certain times in the day I'll be thinking about the story and thinking about the characters in the story and wondering what's happening to them. It's almost like they're trapped in time whilst I'm busying along with my day until I get to the next point when I can pick up my book and read the next chapter again. Maybe you find reading a little bit tricky at times, and that's okay. And you know at school that we do absolutely everything that we can to encourage everybody to become more confident at their reading. And we want everybody to feel confident to be able to pick something up and have a go at reading. And as you all know, because you know that we talk about this all the time at school, that the way to get better at something or to feel more confident at it is to practice. And that's why we read as much as we can at school, and we do as much as we can to encourage and promote reading at school. So our worship today, I'm going to be talking to you about the Library Reading Challenge. Just have a think for a moment. Have you participated in the Library Reading Challenge before? So usually you would go down to Melksham Library and you would sign up and you would get some little cards and some little information packs and some little sheets to fill in, and you'd choose some books from the library to be able to read, and then you would go back to the library and you would tell them about your book that you've been reading, and you would collect stickers and stamps, and you would be moving along a track until you reach the end. Now, the Wiltshire Library have really thought hard about this, and because they want to encourage everybody to still be able to read, even though lots of the libraries are still closed, they have now created an online reading challenge that we can all still participate in. So I'm going to show you now some of the information, some of the slides about the new Library Reading Challenge. I know I'm really excited about it, and I will certainly be signing my two up, and I usually try and do it myself as well, just at home with my own challenge. So I'm going to tell you more about the reading challenge now.
So each year Wiltshire Libraries take part in the Summer Reading Challenge, which is put together by the reading agencies, and this year's is called the Silly Squad, and it will be completely online. So it's free to join the Silly Squad website and to take part in the Summer Reading Challenge 2020. Children will need permission from a parent or carer to complete the online registration, and children using the website will choose a screen name, and their personal details are never shared with other users. All book reviews that are submitted to the site are checked by a moderation team before publication, and all messages posted to the chat are checked by a moderation team before publication. Children cannot message each other independently of the moderation forum. In Wiltshire, the library service will also be offering a range of fun reading activities throughout August linked with the challenge. So this year's challenge is called the Silly Squad, and it's all about funny books, happiness and having a laugh. The Silly Squad is a team of animal friends who love to go on adventures and get stuck into all different kinds of funny books. This year, our challenge features an extra special characters designed by the award-winning author and illustrator Laura Ellen Anderson, who you will know from amazing reads like Amelia Fang and Evil Emperor Penguin. You can join in Silly Squad on a new adventure by setting your own personal reading challenge to complete this summer. The Silly Squad website will help you to keep track of your books reviews and the rewards that you unlock along the way. How many books will you read? If you complete your challenge, you will also get a special certificate to print off and keep. The website has lots of brilliant book suggestions to get you started and tips on how you can keep reading even while schools and libraries are closed. Did you know you can get ebooks free from your local library? You can also find heaps of super silly activities, quizzes, videos and games and more to keep you entertained at home. This year's challenge runs from the 5th of June to September, so there's plenty of time to take part and get silly this summer. So, which member of the Silly Squad will make the loudest noise on the Laugh-O-Meter? The Laugh-O-Meter is a clever device that lets the Silly Squad measure happiness levels and keep you entertained. Who do you think is the funniest? So let me introduce the Silly Squad to you. Snook the penguin. Snook is the coolest member of the team. He's a fish-guzzling fend who can't resist a funny novel. Snook looks after the comedy closet and the Silly Squad's amazing collection of fancy dress outfits, from rainbow capes to giant spotted trousers to princess dresses to carrot costumes. Any outfit can be a funny one if you've got the right attitude. Then there's Izzy the octopus. Izzy can make up all kinds of wicked rhymes right off the top of her head. And she can juggle. She loves poetry. Izzy is the boss of Slime Station, a giant room full of brightly coloured slime where fun house visitors can get active or go for a swim or jump in a tube slide. Then there's Merry the giraffe. Merry has a talent for telling tall tales and loves to relax with a spot of non-fiction. Merry's favourite room is the LOL library, which is full of lots of wonderful books, just waiting for readers to discover them. Merry loves to chat and is great at recommending books that the rest of the Silly Squad and their friends will enjoy. Then there's Lily the frog. Lily is the stand-up comic with the perfect timing, never to be seen without her trusty joke book. In the fun house, Lily is the host at the Giggle Factory, where you will find her telling the most hilarious jokes. Everyone is welcome to hop on stage and share the things that make them laugh, from jokes to songs to funny stories and silly dances. Then lastly, there's Bamboozle the panda. Bamboozle is the clown of the bunch and always has a trick or two up his furry sleeve. Bookwise, he's obsessed with novels and comics. Bamboozle runs the one-stop prop shop, which is filled from floor to ceiling with wacky items to make you chuckle, like flowers that squirt water, giant glasses with fake noses, and spinning bow ties. Bamboozle is very creative and likes to make crafts and new props from the objects he finds around the house. But what is that pigeon doing? So think about what books make you laugh and sign up at sillysquad.org.uk. If you already have a profile set up from previous years and you don't need to sign again. You can also find reading recommendations from the Silly Squad and other children taking part in the challenge, get tips on finding books to read while the library's closed, play games and enter competitions, watch special videos from your favourite authors and illustrators, and you can take part in mini challenges, quizzes and activities. You can also challenge yourself to read more than 6. Maybe you want to try different types of books, share your favourite books with other children taking part in the challenge, and even unlock extra rewards while you're reading. So for more information, pop to these websites, or there's a Facebook page or a Twitter page you can follow. Make sure you ask for your parents to help you with this. There's that pesky pigeon again. He works for Brian the pony. Brian is a total grump with no friends and no sense of humour. He's too busy plotting against the Silly Squad to read any books and hopes his unicorn costume will throw them off the scent. No one would suspect a unicorn of getting up to mischief, would they? This naughty pony uses a flock of pigeon minions to spy on the Silly Squad and spends his day thinking of ways to spoil their fun. His chief minion and right-hand pigeon is called Norman. Brian could really do with reading a book or two and having a laugh this summer. If you're not sure what to read during the summer like Brian, then visit the book sorter on the Silly Squad website. Nearly 1 million books have been added by other children on the book sorter, so you can find out what other books children have recommended and use the sorter to receive some new recommendations. So if you want to join in the Silly Squad reading challenge, please go to sillysquad.org.uk, but don't forget to ask a parent to help you.
So I hope you enjoyed that presentation. I'm really looking forward to the Silly Squad challenge. I haven't been onto the website yet, so I'm going to do that later and have a look. I hope that you are still looking forward to joining in the challenge, even though we can't go to libraries this year. Each year at Forest and Sandridge, we usually have a lot of children taking part, and usually at the end of the summer you bring your certificates in, and we love to see them and hear about the books you've been reading. So this year might look a little bit different, and it might be that your parents need to take a photograph of your certificate or a screenshot and send it to your teachers via Class Dojo. But we'd still love to see you taking part in the challenge, and we'd still love to hear your book recommendations. So I hope you enjoy it. So we're going to put our hands together now and we're going to say our school prayer. Dear Lord,
Help us in this school to be patient, loving and kind. Help us to think of others and to not hurt them by the things we say or do. Help us always to tell the truth and to do what we know is right. Amen. Let's blow out our candle. Jesus is a light to the world. A light no darkness can put out. Hope you all have a great week.